everybody. I ended up not staying at that field last night, just didn't have a good gut feeling about it. I was able to nod off for a little bit, but yeah, it just wasn't happening. Sometimes with camping, vehicle camping, you just gotta go with your gut. So I'm in Milk River now, and I found a lovely little place that actually allows overnight parking. They do have paid sites as well too, but I just parked in the parking lot, and apparently that's a-okay here.
After a fun but long day of driving yesterday, this place was an absolute godsend. I always love to take note of these little gems, whether I'm actually actively camping or I'm just out running errands, because you never know when you're going to need to stop at one of these places and take a break. Whether you're actually out camping like myself, on a long road trip, or whatever the case may be. What should we have for breakfast? Steak and eggs? You've read my mind. Sounds good to me. I have to admit that this morning, with the combination of the heat and the long day from yesterday, feeling a little burnt out already. So I definitely want to start today with a nice hearty meal. And of course we got to stay hydrated because it's shaping up to be a really hot day down here in the Badlands. And here's a beautiful display for the place that we stayed last night, under 8 flags. And here you can see a little more than 8 flags standing in unison. Did I mention this place also has coin showers too?
My gosh, you don't realize how much you take a hot shower for granted once you've been out camping for a few days. I feel like a new man.
In the time that I lived down in Lethbridge, and from the times that I had to come out here for work, I've always thought Milk River was a cute little town. Right next to the border, nice and quiet, just a quaint little place. I'm really glad that I'm able to add it to my list of places that I have slept in my truck in Alberta. So on this hot summer day, the place we're going to will be no stranger to people that actually live down in Southern Alberta. We're headed to a certain provincial park not too far from Milk River. After all that driving yesterday, I'm definitely eager to get out and get some exercise. And I'm excited to show this place to you folks as well.
We are at Writing-on-Stone Provincial Park, just a little ways from Milk River. We're just out by the visitor center right now. As you can see, it's very dry looking, badlands. There are rattlesnakes out here too. No step on snake.
I haven't been out to this place since Rita and I lived down south, and it's amazing being back. On the horizon, you can see the massive hills of Sweetgrass, Montana, just to show you how close we are to the United States. The rock formations and just the general landscape here are incredible. There's also other activities in this place too, such as camping, canoeing, kayaking, guided tours, and such. I knew it was going to be a hot day today, but I didn't anticipate just how hot it was going to get. Plus 38 back in Lethbridge as the day progressed. Out in a place like this, I would venture to say it was probably around plus 40 or higher.
So a tiny bit of history for this place. If you go into the visitor center, which is open right now, I just didn't have the camera going when I went in there just for other people, but there actually used to be our federal police force, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or RCMP, used to be called the NWMP, the Northwest Mounted Police, and there actually used to be an outpost here in the late 1800s. There's been a number of items that have been found in archaeological digs and such. So, a little bit of history. It is hot.
If you've watched some of our prior videos, you've probably heard me mention that I had knee surgery a few years back, ACL replacement and meniscus repair. Coming out on a hike like this, which isn't a difficult hike by any means, it is a huge accomplishment and a sense of pride for me. A few years back, coming out on a hike like this by myself, taking any weird steps, uneven ground, wouldn't have had the confidence to do it. So being able to come out for something like this by myself and do it with confidence, it feels good. and I'm especially grateful to be able to do stuff like this again without any type of assistance.
It's really cool when you get down lower and the walk here. So as you can see, these hoodoos that were kind of level with us or below us before are now surrounding us like a wall or a maze. And you can see too that the path takes us even lower. So now these hoodoos are just seemingly getting taller. After that monstrous amount of driving we did yesterday, it's good to be getting out and stretching the legs and getting some exercise. Oh wow, look at this. So if we go down this path, there's this path over here, just some brush overgrown that I think takes us kind of back up the way we came, just an alternate route. And if we go down this way, we're descending some more. But look at all the bush down here. Beautiful. Huh, looks like a bird's nest right in the bush here. Probably not the place I'd build it, but I'm not a bird. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just don't want to get too close just in case I alarm them, but yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. But yeah, there's some like crows up there just nesting in that hoodoo. Well, something upset the birds. Hope it wasn't me. I did see one flying back with what looked like food. So it might be feeding time. Beautiful view of the water. I think there's a couple in nests. I can hear another one up there. The other ones we first saw were back that way. Hope I don't get swooped at. I think I'm gonna go up and around this way. Doesn't look like that way is very safe. Got one crow up on the rock there. So hopefully he or she don't mind me walking through.
Well, after the hottest walk I have been on in a good long time, it was time to head back to the rig and go on with the rest of our day. Hey everybody, I'm back in Lethbridge. I've been back in Lethbridge for a little bit now. Just kind of took a little break. I got the truck and oil change, also got my coolant refilled too, so my AC is running at top performance. Not that it wasn't doing well before, but definitely nice to make sure that's topped up during this heat. It's about 36 degrees Celsius right now, so it's been a scorcher of a day. Just watched part of a movie on my portable DVD player in the back of the truck. It's important to have that downtime as well too, especially after all that driving we did yesterday. I'll just show you, I'm about to leave, but I'll just show you the little area I've been hanging out in for the last little bit. Haven't had much luck finding areas to get some really good shade, but with the trees overhead here, not too bad. Although the sun's coming from that direction, so it didn't do much, but had the windows open, had my little USB fan going, and of course trying to stay hydrated, so it helped a bit. Rig's a bit of a mess. That tends to happen. So this is the area I'm in right now, on the outskirts of Lethbridge here. I've slept here before a few times. A couple of times was actually before I even moved, so never really had any problems at this spot, so hopefully that'll be the case tonight. The sun's going down, so it's cooling off quite a bit, thankfully. And I just checked on the fridge. Let's check on the Jackery. We are sitting at 92%. One of the camera batteries is fully charged, and I did check on the fridge already. One cool thing I want to show you too, this guy here,
So this is a battery charger, and I can use this for my flashlight, my LED flashlight battery. The battery I have in here right now is actually for my USB fan, so I can get a really good solid charge doing that. I found the USB port on my fan actually stopped working reliably very quickly, so this is a great option. So basically anytime I have a dead fan battery, especially on a hot day like today, I can make sure this is popped in and charging, and I've just got that plugged into my AC port. So I finished my movie, and now I'm just making a quick drive to the Circle K. Just gonna have a proper bathroom break, and I think I'm gonna pick up some Gatorade as well too. I've basically gone through all of my drinks that I had in my little drink cooler between my water tank and my electric fridge. Very important to have something like that. Gatorade restores lost electrolytes that you lose when you sweat, and on a really hot day like today, I find if I get too overheated, I start getting really bad headaches, so definitely good to have some of that on hand. And oh wow, we've got some what look like some storm clouds rolling in. There's some wicked clouds, and there's some lightning flashes. So I don't know if that's gonna pass over us, but like I'm kind of out in the boonies here, but might wanna, as much as it might be uncomfortable, I might need to keep the windows shut in case it starts raining while I'm sleeping. I guess we'll see what the night brings.
Well, it's about 1:30 in the morning. I just woke up, and I've got the windows shut now. I don't know if you can hear it, but that wind is getting really wild. It's actually shaking the rig. We've got rain coming down, and there's actually flashes of lightning outside too, on and off. So just gonna have to ride this out, and hopefully it passes quick. Oh wow, that is getting wild. I hope that doesn't turn into hail.